Welcome. My name is Jason Gavilanes and I am one of Donhouse sales trainers. Today we'll be introducing you to our Donhouse sleep system. This sleep system is designed to assist with your changing needs over time. Welcome. So this is our Donhouse sleep system. Our Donhouse consists of three components. I'll bring you this way. The first component being that it comes with an aesthetically pleasing headboard. The second one is going to be the very comfortable mattress it comes with. And next will be the foundation itself. A couple safety features that I'd like to point out that you will notice is the safety padding that comes around the entire base. So as customers are navigating around the base, you're able to walk up very close to it without having to worry about causing any kind of scuffs around the shins. Next, you will notice that the platform itself has a recessed foundation. So again, as a safety feature, as you're navigating around the base, you won't have to worry about any kind of tripping hazards. If you take a look at the remote itself, you'll notice one thing. The buttons are very large. As you age, as you have changing needs, your vision will also age with you. So this is just going to make it an easier approach when it comes to navigating the base and having it articulate. The other thing that you will also notice is going to be that the buttons are recessed in the faceplate of the remote. So for any reason, if this remote ever gets laid on by mistake, you will see that because those buttons are tucked in, as you sit on it, roll over in it, because those buttons are tucked in, it won't cause the base to articulate or move. Now we will have you experience the Donhouse sleep system for yourself. So go ahead and lay down, please. Head here, feet here. So one thing I noticed is that you cross your feet. What happens is when you cross one foot over the other a couple of degrees, you provide yourself immediate relief of that lower back. What I would like for you to do is go ahead and put your feet shoulder width apart, and I'll get you in that comfortable setting in just a second. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and elevate the foot portion for you, and I want you to focus on your lower back muscles and how that feels. As I elevate it, you let me know when you're comfortable, okay? Perfect. So the first thing you will notice is you get that immediate relief of that lower back. The other benefit that you receive from having the feet elevated is the first step into circulation. So all the blood that has been pushed down to your ankles will now be pushed back into the heart to slow your heart for a better night's sleep. Now, before I elevate your upper torso, I want you to go ahead and take one deep breath for me. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and elevate your upper torso, and you let me know when you feel comfortable. And as I elevate you, focus on your breathing. Perfect. So go ahead and take that same deep breath for me. Does that feel much easier? A lot. Perfect. So one thing I'd like to introduce to you is what we call a water bottle demonstration. So this water bottle demonstration is going to stimulate the human body. So from the day that we're born, we're kind of forced and trained to sleep on what we call a flat surface, otherwise known as a traditional box spring. So what happens is you have about 60% fluids in your body. As you're laying down on that flat surface, otherwise known as a traditional box spring, that fluid will level out through the entire body. This is the main cause for sleep apnea because it blocks your airways, acid reflux because that fluid is going where it doesn't belong, and the same thing for heartburn because that fluid is constantly sitting there. So as I elevate your upper torso, that fluid is leveling out where it belongs, alleviating sleep apnea because your airways are now opening up, alleviating acid reflux and heartburn because that fluid is going down where it belongs. So something as simple as a water bottle demonstration will provide that visual for you so you can actually see the value that you're getting from the Donhouse sleep system itself. So do you have any stress in your life?
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and introduce what I like to call the relaxation feature. This relaxation feature is kind of vibration plates, and the reality of what it does for you is it's kind of opening, contracting that muscle tissue, releasing toxins for a better night's sleep, so making you more relaxed. Another cool feature that you will see here is that we have what we call the high-low feature. So the high-low feature will allow you to get in and out of bed at a comfortable height. If you look at the remote, you will also see snore and a reading button. The snore button, what you can do is you can actually simply manually press that. So if you have a sleeping partner or you deal with snoring it yourself, all you got to do is click that, elevate you a couple of degrees to open up some of the airways to alleviate some of that decibel from snoring. If you take a look on this side, you will have a reading position. So if you read, work, watch TV in bed, that position will get you into that comfortable setting. Now I'm going to go ahead and shift our focus to some technology that we have that's integrated in the foundation itself. So we have some high-powered sleep sensors that is able to track your vitals, or if you have a sleeping partner, their vitals every single day, and it will refresh at 10 a.m. the next morning. So you're able to track your heartbeats per minute, your breaths per minute. It will also track if you guys are moving throughout a night's sleep. We also have what we call an offline voice feature. This offline voice feature is strictly offline. You don't have to connect to any kind of Wi-Fi, any Bluetooth. By simply speaking to this offline voice puck will allow you to articulate the bass without having to click any of the buttons. The neat thing about the app itself that you have where it tracks your vitals is it also generates an exact image of what this remote looks like on that app. So this bass is also equipped with what we call 0G. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust you to that setting, okay? So 0G is a setting that astronauts are sent into outer space so that when they sent into outer space, they have maximum pressure relief of all major pressure points and providing maximum circulation through your body. So there are 3 different ways that you can operate the Donhouse sleep system. One being the handheld remote. Next is being the offline voice puck. No Bluetooth or Wi-Fi required. Finally, we have an app. And through this app, you will get daily reports based on your vitals. You will be able to set up waking routines, sleeping routines, and you will also be able to operate the Donhouse space through a remote that's generated on the app. Now let me go ahead and take your focus back onto the remote. The great thing about this remote and the features that come with it are you have presets. So for any reason, if you or your sleeping partner deals with any kind of snoring, you're able to manually press that snore preset. It would articulate the upper torso just a little bit, open up some airways to help alleviate some of that decibel from snoring. Now, if you read, work, or watch TV in bed, we have a preset here that says read. By clicking that, we'll articulate you into a reading position so you're comfortable with reading. It will also get you in that position to where you can work from bed or watch TV. What you can do is that, let's go ahead and articulate just a couple of degrees. What you can do is that if this is a perfect setting for you, you don't want to fuss or fight every single night to find this perfect position, by simply pressing and holding this read button for about 7 seconds, you will see the lights blink in the back of the remote, letting you know it's now saved that perfect setting. So what I want you to do is go ahead and take a deep breath for me. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking things away. I'm going to go ahead and lower your upper torso down to that flat setting, down to how you've been sleeping on a traditional box spring, and focus on your breathing. Now I'm going to go ahead and lower your feet, focus on your lower back and how your muscles are feeling as you level back into that traditional box spring feel, okay? So what I'd like for you to do for me now is go ahead and stretch your palm out. So again, every single night from the day that we're born, we're forced and trained to sleep on a flat surface, otherwise known as a traditional box spring. So this is simulating the human body on a flat surface. Go ahead and relax your hand. The first thing you'll notice is your fingers curl back. So that is showing you that your body's constantly asking for that natural curve that it came into this world, and that is what you're getting with the Donhouse sleep system. Now, before I have you get up, I'd like for you to know that we have lighting that will help you guide yourself around if you wake up in the middle of the night. Let's say you need to get water, use a restroom, answer a phone call. You're able to manually turn that light on. Or if you'd like, you can actually click this little switch in the upright position and it's now sensored lighting. So what I'd like for you to do is go ahead and get up for me and focus your attention down on the floor. And you'll see the sensored lighting turn on. And this is strictly bright enough to give you a pathway of where it is you need to get to. And that is our Donhouse sleep system. I've just walked you through my Donhouse sleep system presentation. A few takeaways that I want you to remember are: give a general overview of what the bass is doing for them. Secondly, demo it. Let the customer experience it for themselves. And more importantly, show it every time. By showing it every time, it will help you grow your attachment rates. Thank you.